You're wondering if I'm talking about you. Is there some cause that I should doubt you? Ooh. Oh, I can see, boys and girls, that y'all don't know me very well. You're so unsure, and you run here and there to ask my neighbors. Ooh. Hey, pretty thing. You the onlyest ones here. Good morning. Lord, they had them a story for this weekend, honey. I'm going to talk about it. Why? Because I'm a YouTuber and it's on YouTube. Hey, peoples. How you doing, Lee? Okay, people are slow to come in today. Today is Monday morning. So I'm just going to jump in where I fit in. Y'all can get it on replay. But so yesterday on the way to church, I caught this story. It was on St. James' page, and it was criticizing basically something that happened. What city are they in? Are they in Atlanta? They got together again in Atlanta. This is 3 different ones. This is was it Larry Reed? Whatever, churchy people. They got together, and apparently there was some information exchanged, and a record was played for the people at the table. Later on, an email was sent out, I guess, verifying this information about this phone call, something like that. I don't have this perfectly. It happened on yesterday. Well, the person who they were discussing was named Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards apparently made some call to Bernard Jordan, and he recorded the call. And I think Larry Reed is the one who had this information that he record. I don't know what the big deal. He recorded the call. Larry Reed says all the time he records calls. Tasha K records calls. These people, they record calls, but they're making this great big old story. I guess it was a slow news day. And it seemed to imply that there was something untoward going on between this guy, Justin Edwards, and Bernard Jordan. They implied that. No one ever talks plain English over there. It's always got to be subliminals and bullshit. So you'll never know who people are talking about and all that. Anyway, this is a married man. He's a pastor. He knows Bernard Jordan, but he said he didn't have any personal. See, they throw that word personal in there to imply that there's something nasty about it or something sensual about it. Correct? He said, I never had a call like that with him, and I've never recorded such a call. And he was very animate. Where I was feeling for the man, it seemed to me that this man who appeared on St. James to defend himself, he's telling the truth. I believed him. I believe that he did not have no affair or anything nasty going on with, I shouldn't say nasty, anything personal going on with this Bernard Jordan. So, of course, then William McCrae comes on. He said, oh, that's a lie. He a liar. He a liar. I heard the call. Okay, so we know what business William McCrae has been on since he's been in here. He has been in the gossip business, and he doesn't tell the truth. So he goes on to say, I can't stand liars. I can't stand liars. If you're a liar, you're a thief. If you're a thief, you're a murderer. You're a murderer. William McCrae, no one lied more than you in your heyday, right? You were constantly coming on, exaggerating and making up these stories about people until they finally started taking your ass to court. And that's the only reason that you stopped, correct? Should we play the video of you begging the lawyer not to sue your ass, child? The lawyer said he's gonna throw your ass in jail. He said he know you've been there before, right? So why would you be you extorting people? You're a very immoral type of person. So I don't know why you're taking the moral high ground now. But they're saying two separate things. Justin Edwards is saying this never happened. There, it is impossible for you to have a recording of me talking, having some personal conversation with Bernard Jordan. Yes, I have spoken to him. Yes, he did rescue my church. At one point, we needed emergency funds because the roof on our church was falling in, and he gave me something like $10,000. He gave it from his church to my church. Nothing underhanded, just a pastor, an older pastor helping a younger pastor who's having a problem. Correct. We all know that Bishop Bernard Jordan is giving a lot of people money, a lot of pastors money. They don't got to be gay. They don't got to be anything, right? It's just part of the ministry. Correct. Let me see. So nothing like this. It's impossible for you to have a recording like that, right? So in William McCrae's video last night, I recommend, if you're interested in following the story, if you're bored, follow it. He said, I was there. I heard the recording. I heard the recording. I'm gonna play it now. I'm gonna play it now. But I'm gonna muffle his voice because out of respect to him, out of respect to Justin Edwards, I'm gonna disguise his. What? Wait a minute, nigga. If you're suggesting that this is a recording of this man, and how the way you're going to prove that is by playing the recording of him talking online with having a personal conversation with Jordan, how in the fuck are you going to disguise his voice? Isn't the whole point of us hearing it to hear his voice, to dispute what he is saying, that he never made such a call? Then he gonna play something and you can't hear a goddamn thing they're talking about. So what is so salacious about somebody having a phone call? We have no confirmation that it's even the man. The man adamantly denies that. I don't know that he would make that big a stink out of it, child, if there were any truth to it. Correct? So William McCrae's stand is now, since he heard it, he gonna play it tonight. Y'all can hear it. Is this voice still gonna be muffled, William McCrae, where it basically could be anybody in the world? It could be anybody in the world. And what are they discussing? So what, they made a phone call. What was in the phone call? Are you suggesting that they were having some kind of torrid affair? Because that seems to be what is implied here. Now, we all know the story that Larry Reed and him then fell out, right? Then all of a sudden he is doing this collective thing, and they have this little conference and whatever. Many people believe, including me to some extent, that this was to get back at Larry Reed, right? Some people came forward today. I saw on the Fat Boys page, some women were coming on and saying that years before any of this occurred, that that Bishop Bernard Jordan had a plan for such a thing as that had happened here in Orlando recently. Correct? So it very well could be that this was the plan all along. Larry Reed was simply the vehicle. And so now he's just simply, there's something being communicated there. But what could be communicated was, I can do this without you. Right? You keep making everything about you. And of course, the big boy, when I say the big boy, I'm talking about Tyese Jackson. He's on there now. I don't know if he's still on there now, all that. Claiming how he's not on the payroll and all that, but he takes such personal offense anytime somebody says something about Larry Reed, right? And how ridiculous this whole thing is. And I guess I guess he's battling with St. James, so it's all St. James. It is not St. James' fault, because Larry Reed is the one who kicked it off, right? Apparently, he took offense. He thought that Bernard Jordan was getting his lick back. Then we saw them at the mall together, right? and they're all friendly and smiling and giggling, hugging. And Bernard Jordan kissed him right on the cheek in the camera and all this kind of stuff. Obviously, he instructed he wouldn't kiss that man on the cheek if he hadn't already instructed the person who was doing the camera work how to catch this, right? But then we get this story where they're all gathered, and Larry Reed is dropping all this tea about this personal call that was recorded. Now, who is he to be complaining about somebody recording phone calls when he's a primary offender? Correct? But of course, Larry Tyrese Jackson got his nose still stuck up in that boy's ass for some reason. He won't divulge. Excuse me. I know a lot of words, but I get them very mixed up. Not devour. He won't divulge what his relationship is with Larry Reed, where he feels like he has to always defend what Larry Reed's plight or whatever messes he gets into. Obviously, Larry Reed, you don't call a dinner. I think they were at the Cheesecake Factory. You don't call a dinner that was some of the best known churchy gossips on YouTube and drop this information and send them all emails, right? But you know you have a bone carrier. You know this boy gonna rub it all in, right? This Tyrese Jackson child. And you know that all of these people who you've gathered, they're all in the gossip business. It is how they make their living. Is by spreading. Ain't no way in shit William McCrae gonna hold nothing, right? But William McCrae is full of shit, and as much as this recording he's playing, it's nothing. It's all about nothing, right? It ain't about, meet me at the hotel at 6 o'clock. Or oh, I'm gonna buy you a new car. It's nothing like that, yo. Just about and you know that there's nothing significant in that recording, or you would play it. You would play it uninterrupted, right? Because you say, well, I'm just telling the truth. But we know where you came from, William McCrae. We know what you are. And we know how Larry got his start, child. We know what you guys are, honey. You're nothing but gossip queens, and you got yourself a story. Now, I'll tell you something personally that I've always had a problem with. I have a problem with these closeted homosexuals who are always trying to expose other homosexual people. I'm not implying that I'm saying that this is necessarily about homosexuality, but these guys who are later discovered to be homosexual themselves, and I don't know how you could omit that with William McCrae. How in the hell you can't tell he gay? But he says he wasn't gay, right? And he went about exposing every opportunity he got to anybody, not taking into consideration that these people have children. These people have wives that can be destroyed. They have families that can be destroyed. They have churches. Primarily, they have churches where people will leave them. Correct? They ain't got no problem always want to expose homosexual people when they are themselves homosexuals. Correct? They're trying to embarrass this man, and the implication is clear. Right? And this man said, I'm not gay. I don't know if they even asked him that. What he said was he is a family man. He ain't never made no phone call. He ain't never recorded no phone call. He did say, I think he should have made it clearer that, yes, I had calls with Bishop Bernard Jordan. The man just gave me $10,000. Why wouldn't I call him? But it was on a professional. It was between an older pastor and a younger pastor. And it was all about engagements. It was all professional. But people like Larry Reed and William McCrae will take that and twist it. They twist it, right? To imply that it's something is being said that is not being said. So as this progressed, it looks like last night, St. James had him back on, Justin Edwards. He had him back on his channel where he apologized because it looks like he possibly got the information wrong because he did not personally hear any recording with this man on it. And I don't know how, if this garbled up bullshit that William McCrae is playing, he ain't hear nothing either. So how can he say with absolute certainty? With absolute certainty. What y'all think? What y'all think? It's ain't but a mess, honey. This is what their job that they have, honey. Creates a mess. And they don't give a fuck who they destroy in doing it, right? They just don't care. They're all messy queens. They shouldn't be calling that no damn church sector either, because what's churchy about it, child? Call it what it is. Gossip or us. Shit. Especially with them. And so Larry, he just throws the rock and then he leaves the restaurant, right? And lets everybody else take it from there. He didn't talk to all of the biggest gossips on the goddamn YouTube. The biggest church gossips on the YouTube, right? Not even giving a shit about what effect it might have on this man and his marriage and his church and how his children would perceive them. If he wants to come out to his family, that's between him and his family. And you don't know if what their relationship is even. Correct? If he wants to tell his children that, then that's what he will tell them. How in the fuck did you get so involved? Right? And of course, big ass over there, Miss Thais Jackson, girl, she got to come over with all of her absolutes. All about, I know Larry. They say I'm on the payroll. I never get no money from Larry. I never get, nigga. Or you think everybody in the world is stupid, girl? We know the only reason you over here got the faithful supporters, my faithful supporters, 888. Keep those cash apps coming. All that was not ignited by Larry Reid Live. Didn't Larry Reid Live bring you the... I got shit in my hair. What is that? Didn't Larry Reid bring you an audience that you didn't have before? Thais Jackson? Don't tell me you ain't getting nothing from him. You're getting everything from him, girl. That was a stepping stone for you. Girl. Just like you attach yourself to everybody else you can, Miss Thing. You try to ride the wave for who you can manipulate and who you can hold in your channel to bring their audience over, girl. It's all a game. It's all just a game. Okay, did I even speak to people? Pretty Tang was here first. Ashley Watkins. Lee the Don. I Lee the Don. Player. Lotus Egyptian flower. Frazier Laurie's here in the Sparkle Covington. Denitha. Best April. Best April. Danith. The Best April. I hope I got it close. Oh, Nikki B is here. Oh, shit. I hear a song coming on. Nikki B, you carry a spirit with you. A spirit of song. Make a brother want to sing. Oh, the scandal. What is the scandal? What is this garbled up bullshit they're supposed to be trying to protect, honey? Right? Even when you get your ear right up to the, all you, and that's supposed to be a story. A phone call. They say, I don't know the laws from all these different states, girl. They say that in some states it's not even legal. You don't got to get people's permission to record your calls. If he did record your call, there are people right here on YouTube, honey, who record all their calls. They're saving up everything, baby, and to use at the appropriate time. But once again, Larry Reid throws the rock and leaves the Cheesecake Factory. Right? Mm-hmm. Do y'all got any ideas on this stuff? Y'all watch Miss Cruiser this morning. It got so clear, but Cruiser, I'm like you, honey. I forget stuff so easily. So I watched maybe 4 or 5 videos all since last night, trying to put together this story. But even if it was Larry trying to throw a rock now, Larry and Bishop Jordan are apparently in a game now, right? I'm gonna get all of your enemies and I'm gonna bring them, I'm gonna flew them all out, right? Flew them all out. And then Larry Reid said, I'm gonna drop this tea that you are having an affair with this man. I hope I'm not implying that there might be some sexual thing between these people. But that is what is implied with all this bullshit. Why else would anybody else care, girl, or what they talked about? Oh, they talked about an apartment. They talked about an apartment. I believe it was on Cruz's page. I recommend you guys see that today when they were saying that Bernard Jordan, since he does travel and he does have ministries in various cities, he does keep an apartment in Chicago, which is believable. And when he's not using the apartment, he'll allow this other minister to use it for when he's in town. He can use the apartment. Not unusual. There's nothing nasty about that, honey. Right? People who have second homes, they'll let their cousins, oh, they want to go up to the lake. They'll go up to the lake. Well, use the cabin. Whatever, honey. If they got the shit sitting there and ain't nobody using it, it's not unusual for people to allow other people to use their accommodations. Stewardesses, they trade apartments all the time because they're always moving around and going to different towns, honey. Well, I'll use I'm gonna be in New York. Well, use my apartment. And I'm gonna be in Chicago and you use my apartment. People, they even have agencies that trade apartments. Somebody offered me once, I stay at yours, you stay in mine, or whatever. But I had no desire to go to New York. Nothing salacious about that at all. So what is that salacious element? You guys are in the salacious business. So you only have an interest just by the fact of who is reporting the story tells you that it is salacious because that's the business that they're in. They don't come here to talk about apartments. They're suggesting that, you keep it. So I guess the implication is that you're keeping him in an apartment. Anything can be twisted, spun around, particularly when you're dealing with these characters. Twist and spun around to something that's going on untoward. Let me see what y'all say, child. Hey everyone, happy holiday, happy holidays, Sapphire. Miss Cruiser, you are here. Hey everyone listening. Miss Cruiser, when do you work, girl? You said you were leaving your life, honey. I watched the whole thing. No, you weren't going to work. You're doing something else. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I found those guys over there. I don't know. They always criticizing the beef sector. All they do is beef and talk about each other. But I don't think that sector over there has got anything on the beef sector. I don't think you're any better, and certainly not any holier, child. All you do is gossip. All you do is talk about people, correct? And now you've gotten sectioned off to these areas where you all hate each other. You can't find two to get along, right? So you're essentially you're another beef sector, honey. That's what that is. So people are choosing their sides, and I guess they'll make a story out of that. But frankly, I don't see a story in it at all. And I do think I'm glad that St. James did apologize to this guy, Justin. He wasn't rude. He was upset because he was being insulted. He was called a snake, and people shouldn't talk to him and all this kind of stuff based on lies. So he had every right to be upset about it, but he didn't lose his temper or anything. And they ended up laughing together. And St. James did apologize. That's a sign of good character. When you're willing to apologize when you're wrong. Some of these motherfuckers will not apologize no matter what. They're very Donald Trump, right? No matter what, stick to your story. Never apologize. In fact, I think Trump wrote that in his book. Never bow down, never apologize for anything. It's a sign of bad, warped character. Y'all got more of the story than me. I was in church most of the day, so I didn't have a chance to sit around and watch the blow by blow. They'll get mad at that big boy over there. Oh, they didn't hear the details of the story. We heard the one detail of the story, which your buddy, your friend, or whatever the fuck you consider him, he did this. He started this, honey. This is his lick back. Can you at least admit that, girl? Oh, I don't know about that part. I don't know about that. Right. It was just as bad. What did Sapphire say? Nikki B, I missed Tim's. The StreamYard. Child, I tried to do the StreamYard again. They got me. They got me. Sometimes you're sitting around and you're in a I don't know, you're in a buying mood, I guess. You're in a weak moment. And they send me this deal. Oh, half price, 50% off, $44 for StreamYard. I said, well, I used to have StreamYard. I never used it. I said, well, it was half price. Let me go ahead and take advantage of this Christmas deal, right? So if I can figure out how to do it, basically all I want to do is just interview some people occasionally. I'll be on the StreamYard, but I don't remember what the hell I talked about this week. A homosexual affair. Oh my. They wouldn't say it straight out, but that's what they were implying. Why else would you imply say that there was something wrong about two grown men having a conversation on the phone? What else would be, since that is the primary subject that you all carry? That's what you talk about, right? It's all about exposing other people. Correct? Didn't Larry go on his campaign against TD Jakes right after he was exposed? You're supposed to be on our side. You're supposed to be fighting for equal rights, right? And for everybody to be treated the same. But these motherfuckers, they cannot wait to go and accuse. They're going to be saying, I'm gay. Uncle Tim gay. He gay. I know it. I know it. I saw the way he rubbed his titty, honey. It's a mess, says Kitten Hills. They want to, hi, Kitten Hills, my moderator. They want to make all pastor, bishop, same gender loving. Yes, you got it as well as I did. Like it's the worst thing in the world. Exactly. We're supposed to be fighting for our equal rights, to be for gay marriage. They fought for that for years and all this kind of stuff, right? We're saying that there's nothing wrong with us being who God created us to be. It's natural for us, honey, right? They're saying that there's something scandalous about it. And it's always the gays that bring the story. Why are you bringing the damn story? You think, is this internalized homophobia that you actually hate yourself? Are you going and doing the S&M sex and having people whip your ass for being who you are? I mean, to what extent? So that always annoys me. And yes, that is implied. This is a good looking fella, Justin Edwards. He's a young guy. But you can't go and do that to people. Who knows what kind of friction that would cause in his marriage? She'd be suspecting him now, and he got to explain himself. And his kids coming home, Daddy, they say that you did something, all that old shit. Is that necessary? Even if he was gay. I was never offended by the thing with the TD Jakes. I said, so what if he is gay? That means he's one of us. We should be happy about it. No, we're the ones most offended by it. Even though we know the truth. Uncle Tim, the common denominator seems to be Larry. That's why he needs that fat ass Thais Jackson over there. So he can use Thais' channel to go and spew all his mess and hide his hand, right? He's over there every night now. And Miss Thais, she's so stupid. She thinks she's the I don't know what she is. She's the manipulator or something. You ain't manipulating shit, honey. Larry Reed is playing you like a fiddle, girl. Right? And that's the only reason you're sitting at the table. Oh, he never give. I'm not his employee. I'm not his employee. Yeah, he put you on the map, bitch. Larry is trying to defame Jordan. Yeah, he is. That's his lick back. I hope he is sued for his whatever penny left he has left. Ooh, Pearl Shade. You tell him, Pearl Shade. She said, I also believe Larry is trying to defame Jordan. I hope he is sued for whatever penny he has left. Yeah, definitely. He came to that restaurant. He called all of the gossips together, honey, at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all didn't know this, y'all, because he has a desire. You saw whenever him and William McRae got together, they always went right into the gossip, because Larry actually enjoys it himself. He found out he feels like it wasn't the most it wasn't the best way to do financially, so that's why he needs help. People like peons, like Big Boy, Tyrese Jackson. He used him. So whenever he wants to drop some mess or something, he goes and tells Tyrese Jackson, and then Tyrese Jackson with his fat ass head, right, come on and act like that wobbly ass head. Come on, act like he got a story. I got some hot tea. I got some hot tea. Yeah, because Larry Reid called you up and told it to you so he could spill it. Larry Reid has said for years, I don't spill stories. I don't break stories, right? I need someone else. He used to call Conscious same way. I need someone else to spill the story. And then after the story is broken, then I can talk about it. Some lawyer has told him that long time ago. And that's the reason why Miss Tyrese Jackson don't want to use nobody's name, because I heard him myself. Larry Reid told him, oh, never use their name. Never use their name. Right? So he take everything Larry is his mentor. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Everybody, they get on here, and if they get any kind of money at all, they think it's forever. They're rich now. You're not rich, honey. You're getting a fucking donations, girl. And the donations don't go on forever. Keep trying to tell fathead over there, girl. She think, oh, my financials. Even today, everything's about her financial situation. Oh, I have a better financial situation than all of them. Well, girl, if you've been out in front of the dirty bookstores begging for your whole life, I guess you probably do feel like you're rich. You have influence. He can't even on Miss Cruz's page. Miss Cruz had at the very end of her hour and a half video, 2 people tried to come on, right? This nigga could not help wanting to insult her guest. He's always in other people's chats. Nobody else goes into other people's channels, girl, and joins in with their chat. He does, but he couldn't help insulting them. And then he tells them to shut up. I'm talking. I didn't interrupt you. You shut up. I'm talking. And then when the other person, when they do be quiet and they allowed him to spill his bullshit, right? When they do that, then when it's there, are you finished? I can talk now. And they started talking, telling their side. Then he jumps in on top of them, so they can't speak. Ooh, the Jay Wilsons of the world. Hey, is there a problem? Will you be quiet, please? Mm-hmm. Come on in, get a little taste. Ooh, kitten heels. Come on in. Mm-hmm. Come on in a room. Oh, come on in this room. Whoa, ho. That's for Nikki B. Mm-hmm. Did I skip some of y'all's comments? Let me see. Wasn't it 2 weeks ago when they agreed not to cuss each other? Wasn't it 2 weeks ago when they agreed not to cuss each other out? Mm-hmm. We don't know what their agreements was. I think King Jives is backing off. He said, I didn't get no money from them people. They told me a couple of things, but it's just basically conversations or whatever. Right? But I think Bernard Jordan got what he wanted out of that. Now, whether he was planning on going in that direction, and it sounds like he was anyway, I'm sure he selected the people who he wanted to use because he wanted to have an effect on Larry Reid. But we have to say now, last week when they met up at the mall, and some people think it wasn't even a chance meeting, and it was all plotted and planned. They could be playing all of us, really. Bernard Jordan seemed so tickled, and Larry Reid just laughing and giggling. And then the man reached over there and kissed him on the face. And it was all recorded. Correct? And so now they're back to getting even again. See, they could play us. They could just start doing little jabs at each other, and then we'll report it, and then we'll talk for a whole damn week about, oh, I heard Larry said this. Oh, because he's gonna use fathead. Bernard doing that. He got to move. He's doing a move. He's having another meeting and all this kind of stuff, girl. And they could make content out of that. You can create a beef. Wasn't it Jay Wilson who proposed to Larry Nelson and also to Phi Babe to create beefs? Wasn't Larry Nelson and Jay Wilson going to meet up somewhere and pretend to take swings at each other? I mean, am I making this shit up? So yeah, people can create beefs, girl, just for content. After all, this is a business. And for some of us, it is our primary income. Fortunately for me, I don't got to take it that seriously, but some people do. So yeah, they could. We have to leave that open. We'll see what is dropped today. Although we're supposed to be listening for this dude's voice in this damn video, in this phone call he recorded. And I don't give a shit if he recorded the phone call or not. It's his phone call, hell. Why did Larry Reid bring it to the goddamn dinner table? And how did he get his hands on it? Okay. Let me go back up some. Hey, is that Jesse? Did I just see Jesse? He made unconscious to do it. He made unconscious do it this time. Unconscious. Oh, y'all got. I can't keep up with all y'all beefs, girl. I'm gay too, hun. They get so excited. Their little nipples get hard every time they hear. That's supposed to be the homophobes and the straight people who hate gays. They're supposed to get excited when they catch somebody with the drawers down. No, not us. William McRae took pride in getting all the gays thrown out of the church. And here he gayed and all of them mixed together. At least his appearance is. I didn't watch all of his today. William McRae, he got to work on that talking so goddamn slow. Jesus Christ, child. You be in there 45 minutes and let's start now. 45 minutes, nigga. Thais at McDonald's, 4 Big Macs, 4 large fries, 5 apple pies, and a Diet Coke. It's about him. Sound like about him, honey. He always got to tell us now he going shopping. I'm going shopping. He doesn't make the connection that he is bragging to the people who he done begged the money from, right? He just don't think that's offensive. He's always telling all when you have independent money, when you have your financial situation. And the people said, "Nigga, are you the same way I just gave $100?" So where was the money passed in this last thing? He keeps telling them how he sent the money back to Bernard Jordan. Nigga, Larry Reid told you to send the money back. That ain't the idea you came up with. We know what your character is. We saw when Conscious TV, first of all, you were complaining about something about Carlton Pierce's funeral, right? You were complaining about it. You came on Conscious TV's channel. He said, okay, I'll send you the money back. We ain't got to worry about you no more, right? Then she said, well, matter of fact, I'll double it and send it to you. Well, the thing is, they're supposed to get into a game now. Oh, I'll double it and send it back to you. Thais Jackson took the money and held on to it, correct? First he said, oh, I'll send you. He wanted to get rid of the girl online with reading him. I'll double it. I'll send you $800. I'll send you $1,000 to get rid of her. I ain't sent back a dime, girl. Just like with the Manasseh Jordan, you said he sent you $300, but there's no way for me to send him $300 back. I can't send it back. You are a goddamn lie. You could easily have cashed back that man's money. The $300, you could have cashed that back to Manasseh Jordan. As a matter of fact, since you're so rich, you could still do it. Correct? You can. There's no restriction about you cash apping somebody, girl. I can't cash it back out to $300. I sent the $100 back. I sent the $100 back, and that was like pulling your nails out, girl. Right? right? But you could have paid that boy back his money, but you had no intention of it, girl, right? Just like you wouldn't send Conscious back his 200 that he gave you out of his pocket, or when he doubled it and gave you 400, you wouldn't even send back the two, right? You're not a man of integrity. You know, you are a street urchin, girl, who has found the YouTube. You're going to play it for all you can get. In a year and a half, girl, nobody's even going to be mentioning your name on here. You'll probably be done lost your damn channel because you're such a nasty bitch, girl, right? You couldn't resist insulting all the people in that woman's chat. Anyway, what else going on? Thais is all drama. Nothing he say is worse. Ain't worth shit, child. I'm going shopping. I was at the mall. Oh, I'm going. That's a motherfucker. You know, most of these people on here, Thais Jackson, they have been going to the mall since they were in high school, girl. Right? Every weekend they take their daughter out and they go buy some new shoes. Or the average woman's closet, girl, is full. They got 50, 100 pairs of shoes, girl. They're always shopping. It ain't no big deal to go to the mall, Miss Thing. You got to announce every day, I'm going to the mall. I'm going shopping. I'm going shopping. Well, let me give you some advice. Let me help you out, right? So you see, you think I'm a terrible designer and all that kind of stuff. You're going to the mall every day, and that apartment, your new apartment, it looks the way it looks. You have that cheap ass $5.99, $6.99 plant in the window, girl, which is stop, boy. If you're only going to have one big plant in the window, couldn't you have bought a nice plant, girl? Couldn't you have bought a big leafy plant, girl? You got that, what is that called? Fica or some shit in the window, girl. You got that cheap ass blue vase thing. Then you criticize my vases? Cheap ass little $5 blue. You got that from Pier 1 or Target, correct? And then your furniture is just that little put together shit that it comes in a box. It's not even wood, Thais Jackson, right? Correct. So what the hell you going to the mall for? What are you buying at the mall? These new blouses you got? Where did you find you a big and tall store? Mm-hmm. I mean, the place is pitiful. You're so busy trying to hide how small it is, girl. That's why you got to keep putting yourself in a corner. I knew the read was coming. Some of the people are funny to me, honey. He has such a problem with people's chats. I just can't believe it. Why are you so involved in the chat? You there to talk, nigga. Maybe I should get Thais on my new StreamYard, girl. Mm-hmm. And you at home today, Kitten Heels? Mm-hmm. The read was coming. I look at so many design shows and apartment shows. I'm just fascinated about what things cost in different cities, whatever. And I'm very familiar with the loft style apartments, not big lofts. I mean, a real loft would be like an industrial loft, would be a big, huge room with no walls, and where they put your own walls in there, and you got to put everything in it. It's not that kind of loft, right? These are new loft buildings, right? The kitchen is along one wall. Where you see him sitting at, his kitchen is right there next to him. If he went over 2 inches, you would see his pots and pans, correct? You're seeing the arm of the sofa. At the end of the sofa is the end of the room. It's not even a large sofa. It's a 2-seat type sofa, correct? And that's the whole space, child. Where he trying to act like, oh, I'm keeping 2 homes. All up, girl, you're not keeping shit. You moved from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 1-bedroom apartment in a different city. That's all it is, girl. When are you gonna get over the newness, Thais Jackson? The newness of having a few dollars in your pocket, girl. Damn, you're not supposed to talk about it. Don't you get it? I mean, middle class people don't talk about, oh, I got a couch. I got a couch. I got a couch. People would assume, okay, shouldn't you have a couch? God damn, girl. Blouses in 15X. She got a whole pack of them. Her and that Jay Wilson been on the shopping sprees lately, child. Y'all done been too good to him, honey. Y'all been too good to him, child. They showing you how rich they are now. I'm rich. And then she buys new glasses to go with each one of them. Well, she should call up Jay Wilson and say, Jay Wilson, stop saying how much stuff costs. Because Jay Wilson just came on and said them glasses were $15 and one pair of $25, girl. These lenses here on these glasses, girl, is $500. J-Bos. People have real glasses, girl. They pay $400, $500, $600 for their lenses and their frames, just from the frames, the designer frames. Y'all got that plastic ass shit you're getting off of Temu, honey. And since the name Temu has been floating around so much, it's when you both started getting all these new items, these new clothing. Pitiful. She's talking about today. She going to the mall. Oh, I got to get out of here. I got to go to the mall. Before I get out of here, let me see what's going on, child. Let me see what's going on, honey. Hold on a minute. Don't start showing out phone. You know what, people? I don't think I had all these problems on my phone when I was in my bedroom. I got to check that out. I used to record in my bedroom. I didn't have a good enough computer here. This computer wouldn't get Google some. Anyway, it could be where I'm located in my apartment that got me all these problems with my phone, because right outside my window is the Muni line. So you got all these wires and things on the Muni line where 3 different trains come right past my window here. I got to check that out. It might be the reception, because I've had several phones and all having problems. Oh, there's Tracy. There's Shakim. Okay. So Tracy's on somewhere. King Roman News is on somewhere. These people are so selfish. They won't even tell people that somebody else is online. Oh, don't mention nobody else's name. Don't mention their name. I don't want to give them no play. Though that's the name of a store he shouts from. The Decor. For Decor, what's the name? Blouses in 15X. Is that the name of the store? She thinks she's really letting them have it, baby. Well, how come ain't no means coming over there? Thais Jackson. If you got it going on and you got the matching glasses and everything, where's the means, girl? They get their clothes on Temu. A whole outfit is $3. I was at church yesterday and I said, oh, I like them shoes you got on. She had some big old puffy shoes. And she said, Temu, 1 penny. I said, a penny? Because they were nice looking shoes, you know. Not a brand, but it's certainly cute. And I said, oh, you must have turned that wheel. You know, when you go to Temu, they give you this wheel to turn. And you spin it, and it always comes up to $300. Well, basically, it's good business. They're drawing you in. It's worth $300 to draw you in, whatever. But she said I got a whole shopping cart full of shit, child, for $3. And that's what both of them are experiencing. Girl, them fools ain't spending no money. Tai ain't even gonna find nothing. Girl, you Calvin Klein, all these big designers they're all wearing now. They don't make shit in that size, girl. They ain't making no 4 and 5X. Please. You're lucky to get a 2X if you get anything, girl. But ain't nobody gonna look tight. They don't make what size it is, girl. You got to get that shit all the way down, this thing to it. Who was that said they wearing a medium? Oh, that was Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson came out here a couple days ago. She said he was up to a 2X. Now he's down to a medium. Really? So how can you explain the shirt you had on last week? I mean, when you had the T-shirt on, and we saw those engorged breasts of yours, girl, look like they're about to squirt milk. Big old titties, just like the old days, and that great big old stomach. So I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute. How in the fuck you gonna squeeze your ass into a medium shirt, a medium anything, honey? Stop lying. Nobody's impressed with you and nobody wants you. If you could turn back time, if you could find a way, you can't go back, baby. It's over. Yes, it's over. The kids is gone. Stick with Mark. Oh, there's the St. James show just came on. Hi, St. James. I was so happy that you apologized to that fella, because we all gonna make mistakes on here. I mean, it's not that hard to do, really. But it takes a person with character to admit if they're wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, honey. I ain't got no problem with it. So, of course, they're trying to create some great big old story out of that, St. James. You can expect to be hearing from this for the next 3 or 4 days. The problem is they ain't got no content, and they ain't got no problem destroying another man's life. Because apparently this man said he was struggling again because now he had a fire at his church or something like that. Life is real, honey. People got to come home. They got to deal with their wives. They got to deal with their children who they're trying to teach. And then if the stuff is made up, if it's not true, that makes it triple bad. It's one thing if it's true. Even if it is true, people are entitled to have some business. If you are gay or something, girl, I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. We were raised to believe that being gay, that's the worst thing. No matter what you said about this, you were fighting them in school, honey. The worst thing you could say, you can call them anything, as long as you don't call them gay. At least I ain't gay. Oh, you said I was gay. You said I was. They make a huge thing out of that, honey. Right? But we're in 2025, and at least the gays shouldn't be getting excited about somebody being accused of having homosexual tendencies. They wouldn't say that straight out their mouth. They wouldn't say it straight out their mouth, but that's what they were implying. And that was Larry's way of suggesting, because remember, Larry suggested that he had all this information, all this tea. He was going to make the man's wife cry and all this kind of stuff. That was over the top right there, how it began, right? But you have all this information. So was this the information? Are you using Big Ass to go and drop this? Is that why you call all of the best known gossipers on YouTube, honey, and drop that tea and then left the restaurant? Is this what you're trying to drop? That there's something going on between this man? And I just think it's wrong, even if it is. I don't buy this shit that these ministers are some kind of supernatural people. They ain't shit, girl. They're just people. And if they are bisexual, then okay, they're bisexual. I just told you the story. You don't know what goes on in their marriages and nothing else, child. Stop making that the worst thing in the world. We are not the devil. Oh, well, that with perfect timing, Lotus. 2 great songs. Ooh, you missed them, Nikki B. No, you ain't. You dream about my music, man. And I know you secretly sing in your own house. You a closet singer. What's going on, St. James? You know, I signed up for this StreamYard, so we're gonna come over and talk at one point. After I figure out how to use it. I don't know how to do a damn thing on it. The older you get, the harder all this mechanical shit, and they all got cartoons on their stuff, child. I have to really concentrate. So we'll see. Not squirting milk. Ooh, like he was lactating, girl. Big ass titties. He told us the titties were gone. Titties ain't gone, bitch. You started buying new shirts. That's all that is, honey. Y'all see the ones he been having on? He got the 2 layers on now. Great big old shirts. Like there's still 2 X's, honey. Gotta cover up them breasts. But Jay Wilson, he's so desperate to be online that he couldn't even miss a day of not recording in that damn car, honey. So he just came on whatever he had on, which was the t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Okay. Manasseh and Jordan sent William. Okay. Manasseh and Jordan sent William a $399 cash out. Was that today? He mentioned something about them sending money again. But the issue was, Martha, when he initially started kissing Larry Reed, asked for them, he said that when he was propositioning the other guys to go on this little trip, he said that Bernard Jordan has sent him $100 Cash App. Everything's about Cash App with him. It's all he talks about: Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Sickening. He said, I send it back. I think Larry told him to send the money back because Thais does not send money back on his own, right? But then he said that his son, Manasseh Jordan, sent him $300 on that same evening. And he said, because of the way he sent it, he couldn't send it back. He couldn't reverse. I don't know what Manasseh was using different than his father, but he said, I couldn't reverse it. I didn't send. So basically, he didn't send the 300 back, the higher number back, correct? All he would have to do is Cash App Manasseh Jordan $300. He's trying to pretend like, there's no way I could get it back, money back. Then he switches the subject to divert from the reality that he didn't send him the $300 back. Well, if you're so offended by them, nigga, and you're so up under Larry Reed, shouldn't you have figured out a way to send that man his money? Just like you couldn't send Conscious TV his $400 back, $412 back, right? No way to do that, huh? I'd have swore fighting at the mall. So, maybe he'll run into one of the celebrities at the mall. I don't even know what you're going there for, nigga. You know you're shopping at Temu. Mm-hmm. Symphony wig. Did y'all see that boy in his wig? Wait a minute. Let me see how I can do this. I don't know. There's a video here. Let me see. How can I have to I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put the link of Thais Jackson in drags. Let's see this great drag career he had. So I guess since I can't show you my screen and I don't have Facebook on my, do I have my mail on my, no, I would have to have my mail on my phone. I don't have mail on the phone. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to put y'all on pause. I'm going to go to my mail, not Facebook, to my mail. Oh, I got a package. Okay. Where was I at now? Let me see. So I'm going to go to there. Letter. Y'all done sent me so much mail. Please bear with me just one more minute. Playlist. God damn it, I don't remember who sent it to me. Okay. Questions. Maybe I erased it already. Oh, maybe I saved it. Oh, shit. See, I can't do this stuff live. It takes me forever. So let's go to the T's. Anyway, I don't want to hold y'all forever. So I believe that the name of the video, you sent it. What was the name of the hold on a minute. I know how to do it. All I got to do is go in here. And I believe the name of the video was Thais Jackson. Mm-hmm. Just plain old Thais Jackson, not report. Jesse, you don't remember what it is? We get so many emails that if you don't erase them on a couple of days basis, you'll have 1,000 emails in your thing. Anyway, Thais in drag, right? This is a must see. Oh shit! Now Pearl wants to see it. I got to get it now. Okay, so it came from Jesse. Okay, it came from Jesse. I don't have it anymore. Jesse. Jesse. No. No, you must not have sent it in your real name. Or I saved it under the wrong name. All right, Pearl. Well, it exists. Next time I come on, I'll have it for you. All right. If you know what it is, Jesse, because it's a video on YouTube, right? So if you know what it is, Jesse, put it in the chat here. Because Miss Pearl want to see it. I'm sure other one. They show first. There's a woman doing a good drag show in the beginning of it, but if you go back, I think it starts in the middle, and you'll see this gray big ass head. This person in drags, her head is this big, right? And then the hair goes out this big, so you see this gray big old thing sitting at the bottom of the steps. And I guess she's supposed to be the MC. Girl, she is so hot up under all that hair and stuff. She got a fan on her face blowing onto that gray big old head. I said, girl, why would you put anything on to expand the size of your fucking head? We used to call them in school big head niggas. Oh no, I didn't send the video. Oh my God. If anybody knows. But it is a video on YouTube. Hi, AT2. Thais was talking about you today. You see it? Thais, AT2, she's trying to read, baby. She's saying all your information is wrong. They really think that people are going to sit up here and watch 9 and 10 videos about their boring ass talking about somebody recorded the call. He recorded the call. You on the call. Like that's so fascinating to us that we'll spend hours and hours and hours researching it. No, girl. If you can't sum it up in 10 minutes, forget it. But you might want to check that out, AT2. She's trying to start a fight with you, see? She done fell out with all of the people on YouTube, especially all the gays. She likes to start fights with them so she'll have some content. That's AT4. Again, everyone. Oh, AT2 is changing over to AT4 now. He said he was thinking about it, Miss Cruiser. Maybe that'll be a second page, baby. Call it AT4. AT6. Anyway, people, thank y'all for coming in on today. Thank you for the content inspiration for today, Miss Cruiser. We talk to you later.